Hey, sports fans, there you are, and here I am, Mikey T at Mike's Sportsbook, Michigan's premier sports betting hotline with tips, analysis, and predictions. And a shout out to everyone on this Memorial Day, May 26, people. Monday, May 26, Memorial Day. Pay respects to your loved ones that have passed. Get to the sportsbook. Mikey T, Michigan's premier sports betting hotline with tips, analysis, and predictions. Yes, we're in the Great Lakes state of Michigan, protected by Michigan, Superior, Huron, Erie, and Ontario, coming to you every day live on the Great Lakes state with tips, analysis, and predictions. And we've got winners. The sports book is hitting upwards of 67%. If you're new to the station, please like and subscribe. Get to the Discord. In the description, get to the Discord. Get over to the community lounge and voice chat with myself. Voice chat with the other players about the sporting issues of the day. Let's hit it. Ring them up. Lay them down. Talk less. Listen more. Someone will always know more than you. Someone will always know more than me. Don't let your pride get in the way of listening to some tips, analysis, and predictions from Mikey T. Let's get to it and recap what happened on Sunday. Scooble, that's what happens on Sunday. Scooble pitches a gem. They beat the Cleveland Guardians 5-0. He gets a shutout, he gets the complete game, and he has 13 strikeouts. That was nothing but a winner for the Tigers. Also, Yankees, they get the victory 5-4 out to Colorado. It was a little scary, but they get the job done. Another winner, and now the Yankees are on the way to LA to face the Angels. Tigers still at home, going to entertain San Francisco Giants today on Memorial Day. Let's get to it. The Cubs, they outlast the Reds. They win 11-8. Late night with Mikey T. The Dodgers, they go down. They lose to the Mets 3-1. Oh, well. Turn our attentions to the hard court in Indiana. The Knicks, they come back down 20 and get the victory to stay alive in this series. 106-100 over Indiana. Force game 4. Indiana still got a 2-1 lead. Also, Edmonton, they shock Dallas. They blow them out 6-1 in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Things never last. There's always a change. 80% of the time, the home teams in Major League Baseball will not get swept. How about this? Colorado didn't get swept at home by the Yankees. No. And the A's didn't get swept at home by the Phillies. They get the win 5-4 and prevent that sweep. MLB action. Mikey T had a 5-star lock, and it went down the tubes. We had the Twins over the Kansas City Royals. We got 2 hits in the first inning and a run, and then it was boring. 1-0 all the way up until the 7th inning when KC ties it. Boring. And then we get to extra innings. We get 2 outs. They got a guy on second. Ended up having an outfield error. And Kansas City scores. They take the lead 2-1. The bottom half of the 10th, Minnesota can't get nothing brewing. We have runners on first and third. And we get out. We lose the game 2-1. Mikey T at the Sportsbook. Lost a 5-star lock, but we're moving forward. Pick yourselves up by the bootstraps. Study a little bit more. Dot those I's and cross those T's with Mikey T. Winners never quit and quitters never win. We're up to 243 subscribers. We've been doing this gambling for 45 years. We've seen it all. Baseball, basketball, football, hockey, Olympics, Asian ping pong, you name it, I've called it. You know what it is. It's called winning. traditions. Yankees, baby. Turn things around. Get the pinstripes. Nothing lasts forever. Change. Change isn't really liked, but change is inevitable. You dot those I's and cross those T's with Mikey T at the sports book. Winners. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. Don't listen to outside disturbances. Don't change your mind. Don't change your bet. Don't listen to other people. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Stay in your lane. Sports betting's $1 billion a year industry. Might as well get your piece. There's enough to go around. You just got to study and know your material. You got to stay focused. There's rules to gamble by. There's rules to live by. If you go outside those rules, it's chaos. I've been preaching winning streaks, losing streaks, and when they meet, it is chaos. You can't control what we can't control. All we can do is move forward. Try to get discouraged, get undiscouraged. Try to get rich, try to get unrich. Try to be poor, try to be unpoor. All you can do is do you. Talk less and listen more. And we've got winners here at the sports book. I've showed you. We talk about the games before they happen. We talk about the games after they've happened. And 67% of the time, Mikey T's ringing it up. Are you picking up what he's laying down? Because I've got tips, analysis, and predictions with proven systems. East Coast teams going to the West Coast. West Coast teams coming to the East Coast. With no rest, there's going to be a lag. Winning streaks. If you're following these teams on the baseball series, home team's not getting swept 80% of the time. Can't bet every game. Can't win every game. Not going to lose every game. You just got to study. Stay focused. What are you doing? Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, UFC cage fighting, Olympics, Asian ping pong, coin toss. You got to study. You got to stay focused. Don't be greedy. You got to maintain your bankroll by being responsible. And then when we win, what do we do with our winnings? It's financial planning. You don't fail to plan, you plan to fail. Or you don't plan to fail, you fail to plan. Which category are you? After we win, what do we do with our winnings? When we lose, what do we do to get some winnings? Well, day by day. I go game by game. I don't like hitting a game and not being able to collect. Straight bets. That's the way to go. And then if you want to tease something on the side, tease it on the side. If you're trying to put together a parlay, put together a parlay, but don't have all your eggs in one basket. Game by game, amount by amount. Every bet's not the same. And stay focused. Don't be greedy and don't be selfish. It's $1 billion a year industry. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You got to last. The way to last is to maintain that bankroll in budget and then get into some financial planning on what we're doing with our winnings and what we're going to do about the losing. It's a happy-go median. We're hitting upwards of 67%. Yes, all day long, all year long, all season long. Why do we get to the parlor? Why do we talk to Mikey T? We know our material, that's why. Tips, analysis, and predictions. We'll break the games down. We've got new matchups. Baseball season, new matchups. The Giants coming into Comerica. The Dodgers are going to Cleveland. The Cubbies are at home against Colorado. And the Yankees are making that trip further west down to California to take on the Angels. See, things change. Baseball, MLB action, they get these series going. Teams in town for 2, 3, 4 games. You're not going to bet every game. You're not going to win every game. Not going to lose every game, but by staying focused and studying, we'll know which is which on these teams and these series on how they're doing, winning and losing. The team's not going to get swept 80% of the time, especially in these top tier teams. I separate the top 15 teams and the bottom 15 teams. That system proves to be true all across the board, but it's upwards of 80% that the home team's not getting swept. Pitching matchups, player portals, player injuries, who's trying and who's not. You gotta just stay focused. Take into account the cheating that goes on, also the smoke and mirrors. I've played sports, and so have you if you've tuned in. Those streaks and those runs that come in basketball. Knicks were down by 20 on the road last night in Indiana, and they come back and they get the victory, 106-100. Karl Anthony Towns had a career night, but let's be real, people. At the NBA level, there's no reason, there's no way that a team should be able to go on a 20-0 run, down 20 points, and you come back. Come on. Call a timeout. Throw a monkey wrench into the situation and offset what's happening. You can't take the timeouts home with you. There's no reason for them to be left on the table. If they get an 8-9 point run, call a timeout. Pull the full starting five off and put the next starting five in. It's who wants to play. Who wants it? I found in this sports betting that once these big players, these names, they get these contracts, their performance sloughs off. Just because he hit 50 home runs last year don't mean he's hitting 50 home runs this year. Just because he threw for 4,000 yards last year as a quarterback don't mean he's throwing for 4,000 yards this year. Just because the running back ran for 2,000 yards this year don't mean he's going for 2,000 last year. When they get paid, their performance sloughs off. I don't understand why these owners and these teams don't realize that. You reward the players with gifts when they do well, and you should take the gifts away when their performance goes down. Tips, analysis, and predictions, people. Candy coat it. You can't candy coat it. You can't sugar coat it, ice cream coat it. All you can do is deal with the smoke and mirrors, liars, cheaters, and thieves. Mikey T here exposes the liars, the cheaters, and the thieves, and brings forth the games that the bookmaker might have missed. You can't get every game right every day, every season, every year. I specialize in digging deep and getting to the games that are overlooked. I like to fly underneath the radar and pick those matchups that everybody blows off. Too close to be true? It probably is not true. Change. Things are never what they appear. Stick around long enough and you'll see full circle. Mikey T, I'll bring it to you. Not more in a straight line, but a full circle. As a bullseye, baby, because we've got winners on the daily. I win every day. I lose also, but we've got winning categories. We've got winning strategies. We've got winning ways. Tips, analysis, and predictions at the Sportsbook, Michigan's premier sports betting hotline. Yankees, Tigers, Dodgers, Cubs. How many games are those teams above 500? In retrospect, that's how many units I'm ahead in the gambling world this season for MLB. Hello, it's not rocket science. It makes pretty much common sense. Tips, analysis, and predictions. Call Mikey T at Mike's Sportsbook, and I'll give you winners. I don't win every game, but I'm hitting upwards of 67%, and that's enough to put money in your pocket and a smile on your face. I know my material. Look at the games. We talk about the games before they play, and then it happens. Dodgers, how many games above 500? That'd be so many units to the plus. Yankees, that's more units to the plus. The Tigers, more units to the plus. You stick with these winning teams, and you're above with the winning units. And then digging deep for those 5-star locks that I got in the parlor, those are games that are underneath the radar that nobody else is wanting, but Mikey T's wanting. I dot my I's and I cross my T's with Mikey T. I like digging in and getting to the games that someone's not interested in. They might not be really following it that bad because it's not an important matchup, but I found the matchup and I stick with it, and it rates itself into being a 5-star lock. How about that 10-star lock that just smashed the other day when I had the Yankees 13-1 over Colorado? Those locks, they don't come in every day like that. But when you study and you know your material, you can be selective, and when they come around, you're right there to scoop them up. Mikey T at the Sportsbook, Michigan's premier sports betting hotline. And that's what it is. It's a hotline. A hotline is, you call the hotline and you get an advantage. You get tips, analysis, and predictions. I've went somewhere where someone else hasn't went and dug up some information that's underneath the radar. Picking that game that everybody else is shying away from, getting into it. We pick up winners on the daily. Please like and subscribe, Mikey T, and we'll see you soon. Go Tigers today at Comerica on this beautiful Memorial Day against the San Francisco Giants. Go Yankees. They're going to be in Anaheim tonight going up against the Angels. Go Cubbies. They're going to be at home at Wrigley Field taking on the Rockies. And go Dodgers. They made the trip and now they're in Cleveland. Tips, analysis, and predictions. Mikey T at the Sportsbook. We've got winners here. Yankees, Michigan Wolverines. Get with it, people. Or not. You're the one that's missing out. Put a smile on your face and put some money in your pocket. Let's do it.